Hello, thanks for joining me. My name is James Ronald. If it's your first time to be on this channel, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bells. Let's talk football. Arsenal lately is struggling. Not seems to be struggling, but it's struggling. If looking at the past two games against Everton, they lost. Against Brentford, they played a draw. Thanks to VAR. VAR played the role, making Arsenal not to walk away with maximum 3 points. But if you watch that game against Brentford, Brentford worked really hard and deserved the point. Though the way they got that 1 point is not exactly they're supposed to, and Arsenal feel cheated, VAR team not doing their work and failing to identify offside, and it is what it is. Points shared, good results for Brentford. They worked hard, and Arsenal were lucky not to lose against Brentford. But it seems teams have. It seems teams have learned how to go against Arsenal. If you watch Everton game, Sean Dyche side, the way Sean Dyche assembled the team against Arsenal, making life hard for Arsenal wingers, Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli, suffocating them, denying them spaces, and that was it. It was done for Arsenal. They struggled. You could see the team struggling and nothing coming out of it. And against Brentford, the same thing. Thomas Frank made sure he makes life hard for Arsenal from the flank. Martinelli finding it really hard. He tried, yes. And Bukayo Saka finding it hard. Yes, he made an assist. That was due to the quick movement and ball release to ensure they get that goal. And I think that could be the way to go for Arsenal. When they reach the final third, they have to pass the ball quicker. They have to make those numerous movements in the final third, at least to find a way to create a space and someone get released and score. They have to start scoring goals because people have started talking. Is Arsenal going to win the league? Can they sustain the pressure? Or is the pressure now getting too much on the players? What are they going to do? Their next game is against Manchester City. A must win for them. Other people have started talking. Maybe Arsenal don't have plan B. They're sticking on the game plan, on the system. If it is not working against Everton, we saw Arsenal team they're trying to use the same kind of system philosophy. They're sticking onto what they know, how they want to play. Against Everton didn't work. Against Brentford the same thing, and we could be seeing teams facing Arsenal the same way Everton, Brentford faced Arsenal. Now the big task is on Arteta's hand, how to make these boys lift up this boys' spirit and make sure they start winning games, they start winning matches. They have reached to the point when there's no turning back. They had a good run of form in the first half of the season, and this is the point that they have to keep on. Amidst difficulties, they have to keep on pushing, withstanding all the pressures or all the pressure, and they keep pushing forward. This is the moment not to fall again. What could be the reason why Arsenal are struggling? One, probably teams have learned how to face them. If you watch Everton, Brentford game, and also I think one of the factors, these players, I believe they are tired. The same 11. No changes, and Arsenal is the only team this season that have kept the first team, and for many times in many games not bringing in changes. Maybe these players need rest. You have now Trossard who can start for you the game. You have Kyo, the new signing, the midfielder. I think Xhaka also need a rest. You have Jorginho who can also, give Partey rest. Not to rest all of them, but it has reached a moment when that team need to be freshened up. That team need to be refreshed by making them let Bukayo Saka rest, maybe start Trossard, Martinelli rest, you ring in those changes in the midfield. You have options. Because if you compare Arsenal and City, City have been bringing these changes, and I believe it will reach to a crucial point, a crucial moment, like in March, like in April, where there are games and players are tired. But City, it will be the point where City will be stronger, because they've been bringing these changes. Players have the energy, players have the strength, and thanks to the changes Pep Guardiola have been making in the team, and with Arsenal, this is the same team, same players, same 11. They're human. It is understandable that they run out of gas at some point. So I think Arteta should also work on that, bringing in changes, a few changes in there. Today you rest Saka, maybe Saka, and you rest Ben White. There's Tomiyasu. Ben White need to be rested. Then you have Jorginho can rest Thomas Partey. You can rest Bukayo Saka. There's Trossard. So there's this that I believe probably is one of the factors causing Arsenal not to really perform at their best like they did in the first half of the season, because these players are tired. They're tired, and they need to be refreshing up. And it's only down to the manager Arteta to bring these changes. Not so many changes. Today you rest a player, a player comes from the bench, or then maybe you rest a player entire match. Some comes from the bench and some starts and don't finish the game. I think it's going to be good for Arsenal when at the crucial point, be it in April when the season is ending. You need your players when they're sound in mind, sound in body, and so they can get Arsenal. There's still a lot in this, this title race. Man City can still take it. Arsenal is still in it. Man United is coming there. He's breathing at their neck. He's breathing on their neck, and I think it's still a long way to go. This league has proven this season, and it has always been, that is unpredictable. When Arsenal drop points, see Newcastle dropping points, you see Man City dropping points, and who knows what will happen next. And I think this team, Arsenal team, they're playing well, but they're not scoring.